Mr. Paradise, Pickin' Paradise, and I'm sharing the gutting process of this RUKO. So Sapes, I'm not sure how you say that, or Saspes, Saspes is his Reddit handle. Not too sure of his YouTube channel, but I am subscribed. Anyway, he showed off his naughty bucket, and it inspired me to pull this RUKO out. I got a whole bunch of RUKOs from a great Reddit member not too long ago. We exchanged packages. He has yet to get mine because it came back, and then I had to send it again. But anyway, I figured I would share this with you guys, the gutting process. Try to get this thing gutted and see why it was so challenging. I don't have a key for it. It's just a 5-pinner. I've never picked RUKOs before, but I've got a whole bunch of them now thanks to the Reddit guy, and it was challenging. And once I turned it, I did discover one thing, that it seems to be really kind of, I don't want to turn it too much here, but it just seems to be like it's really, yeah, that's tight, you know, like it's just a little too tight. Seems like something is binding and catching on it right there. It's just really tight, just feels gummed up or really tight. So I'm gonna gut it, clean it, and then see if we can't have some more fun with it. But you know, sometimes we have these naughty, oh, we're on the Joseph Magnus kick tonight. It's a bottle that my good friend got from me from the mainland. I call the mainland anything in the continental U.S. because I'm way out here on an island. And sorry for the shadows, but we're just going to bear through it. And hopefully it's not going to be that, oh, that's even worse. Well, maybe not. If I'm right here, it won't be that bad, I don't think. So anyway, let's see if we can't get this clip off and see if we can suffer through a first-time gutting of a lot together while we talk about little silly stuff like, you know, the reason I think I had such a hard time with this guy was, well, you know, I got tools for this. I've got a tool for it. Was because that core just seems to be like tight, or something's not quite right about it. Well, that's not quite, it's not spreaded, it has not been spread apart quite enough for these yet. Now these should be able to get in there. And a little bit more. Yep, I think I should be able to get that off now. No, maybe not. Been a little bit more. Just a little bit more of a steady hand. I think I was talking about whiskey there for a minute. This bottle my friend got me. Oh, maybe we should just go from this side. Duh. There we go. Okay, come on now. I don't like to mangle them too much. Does have an anti, what do you ever call that wafer in the back? It's so you can't anti-bypass, or can't go right back to the actuator. So it looks as if we should probably shim it. It's got some details on the back. Let's get a little sip of the whiskey here. Actually, I just finished off the last. I was in there. Quite tasty. It's a triple cask, and it's got a lot of interesting stuff going on in it. So we were on the kicks of this shimming. I'm being too pleasant, too formal right now, maybe. Maybe I haven't had enough whiskey. Hillbilly Locksport or something or another was watching me the other night, and he was having a good old time, which I'm glad. And actually, that's kind of what I'm on the quest for. I do these videos, try to help other people, or try to hopefully maybe entertain someone slightly. I know that I get a lot of entertainment from some of these guys, and he seemed to get a kick out of some of my content, and maybe it was because I was talking like maybe some sort of Russian accent, or whatever accent you call this ones, when I try to stick shim, but no shim ever go in, because I cannot fit it in the hole. Feels like something is in the way. So fuck it. I leave it for now, because it's too complicated for my hillbilly ass. Okay. So I like this side. I think it seems about like the right size. Guaranteed a pin's gonna get stuck in here though, man. Let's try see if the black one would actually fit over it. No, but it fits really close. So I may have just joined you guys in to share a disaster here with me. Oh man. Okay, so that's, I don't even know, like it's so darn tight it doesn't even want to move at all. Okay, it is moving. So that's great news that it's moving. Dude, this is really difficult. Man, what in the hell? Is it just that tight? Is the cylinder that bent? I think that might be what's going on here if I really look at it. I don't know if we can see this together, but it does look as if this side has more space than this side. So it's just bound up really, really tightly. I mean, I can't even get the thing to rotate. Oh, see there, I can. So it's just really bound up really tight there, because I can get that thing to rotate more if I really pry it. But obviously, oh man, full rotation is going to be kind of hard, which I don't even know if that's really what I want to do. Definitely don't. But I'll tell you what I can do. Be a little smart about this maybe. Okay. If I go just a little bit more, which is really, really hard to get this thing to rotate anymore. I'm not sure if that's common. But now I'm right in line with there, and I can almost see pin 5. So if I hold it just right, I should be able to just pop these pins out as I go. Man, it is so fucking tight. Well, I mean, now we know why it's the naughty bucket, because, I mean, it just won't, it just doesn't want to come out there. So let me get a bigger, stronger tension wrench and then go back the other way. Okay, so right there, I can't pull them out, but it's guaranteed to get caught in there. Maybe it's just going to be easier. Definitely easier when it's in that position. So something, the cylinder is just, I don't think this is gonna really work, guys, but I'm gonna try it. It is working. Woohoo! Well, I got her free, and I mangled the hell out of a spring, and pin 1 seems to have missed. It was getting hung up, so I definitely screwed something up. Okay, well, let's see what the bitting looks like, and we got a little divot here on the side. I'm not too sure what that is all about. We got another divot over here, and I just didn't want to rotate freely in there, that's for sure. Maybe it had a master pin or a wafer in there, and that spring was always in the way. This is more than likely the case here. So this is a great reason or rule why you never pick locks that are in use, because this thing could have been in use. It could have been on a door, and then you would have picked it, and then you would have, yeah, oh man, look at that. So it's a double, man, okay. Yeah, so it has a control key then, I guess, or like a master key or something. But anyway, yeah, if you would have picked this on a door, then you would have mangled it and you would have been screwed, man. Another interesting thing here. Jeez, I'm gonna order some fucking lights. The pins, okay, they do. They have some points on them. Okay, I was thinking that they didn't have too many points on them. Pin 1 has that. It's got a little ASA kind of barrel pin there. Come on, you bugger. Come on, you little bugger. Okay, right there, the bugger. Right there, stay. Oh, man. There, you guys can see that, huh? Okay, so that's a close-up. We're getting going along here. Better pour a little bit. I just want a little taste now, because I actually wanted to get off of this and move on to another one. But no, a little sippy poo. Okay, great. So we can see I got some collateral damage there. I see pin 1 is just hanging out in there. So let's see what we have inside for a surprise for today. We're going to push it back and then it go click. Okay, pin 1 comes out. This is the number 1 location. It is a, come on now. It's like a barely ASA. Something like that. I don't know what the hell you call them, but that's what I'm calling it. Okay, another ASA, and that spring, it's a barrel, you know, has the little wide serration on both ends of the pin. That was pin 2. Both pin 1 and pin 2 springs seem just fine. Pin 3, same. Yeah, it's that ASA kind of double deep serration, that kind, bruh. And then, okay, so here's my damage spring, which is actually, my damage spring was on pin 3. Interesting. well, I don't know actually if it was or wasn't. It's a damn mess. So I think that's the pin 3 spring, yes. And pin 4 has another ASA. My ASA. Yeah, and pin 5 has nothing. So that was the spring that was caught up in there. And that was pin 5. So I'm not gonna pull the other springs. I gotta find a, so yep, so that was the story. Then this obviously had enough room for both of these. Ooh, no, that wasn't the case. I felt it when I was picking it that it was really hard to get around pin. Dude, the fucking camera work is so shiny. Well, thank you guys for hanging out and listening and just looking at just pure dog shit audio or video. Anyway, we'll wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in. Let's look at these springs. I need to turn. I'm just gonna roll my little ass around. Yeah. So in the event here, pin 5 was actually just all the way down in the core. So all of that will fit in the core. Let's put that theory to test really quick. And it was really hard to get around pin 4. And I was like, man, I can't get around it. And this is why, well, not why, but I just couldn't get around it. And it was challenging. But yeah, man, plenty of that. Big no-no. That is both of them in there. So the spring was in there. I picked 4 and got that guy. So I will be switching these up and putting this where it belongs on pin 3 or 4. And we'll have another go at her, and it probably will pick just fine. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for listening to my crap. And yeah, aloha. Oh, look at this. Just kind of focus for the last second. Just do something, you shitty ass cameraman. All right, that's it. Thumbs up. Yee-hee.